The next time they ask you about your health, don't look at them and tell them how you feel. Just tell them better. I wonder, is there anybody in this house that's not afraid to tell somebody it may not look good right now, but I know it's about to get better? Oh, I wish I had some witnesses up here. I wish you would just go to 2 or 3 people. Some of y'all look at me like I'm crazy. I tell you, if you begin to say things are getting better, after a while they will get better. You so busy trying to wait on the situation to change, and God told me to tell you, change your situation. Oh, I said, tell somebody I'm about to change my situation, because I'm about to speak those things that be not as though they were. Oh, sit down. Somebody ought to holler better. Y'all act like y'all scared. I'm looking at some of y'all. What are you afraid of? Don't you understand that you can declare and decree a thing and it'll be so? Tell somebody to scream back. So what's this the main reason? The main reason why the Lord calls you as a catalyst to transform for change. But then there's another reason, man, God. There's another reason that's mind-blowing. There's another reason. And when he showed this to me, it messed me up. He said the second reason why we go through as believers is because he uses us as prototypes. And I began to get confused by the concept. The concept kind of threw me. And he said, well, Marvin, if you don't understand what that is, you must know something about what a prototype is. And I did some research, man, God, and I found out that a prototype is the test model. It's the model that they put out before they put out the real deal. And the reason why they put the test model out, watch this, because they want to make sure that all the kinks and quirks are out of it. So that when the real model rolls on the scene, that it rolls on the scene perfect and complete and entire. I said, God, what does it have to do with me? He said, Marvin, you need to understand that there are some things that you go through, watch this, that have absolutely nothing to do with you. But the reason why you're in it is because I can trust you in trouble. Okay, I'm going to talk to somebody else because y'all can't hear that. He said, the reason why you're in it is because I can trust you with trouble. I said, God, but this stuff, I didn't sow this, so why should I have to reap it? He said, you're not reaping it. I'm just using you as a test model because I trust you to the point that I know that once you come through the situation, you ain't going to act like you ain't never been through nothing. But you're going to be open and honest and transparent about what you've been through. And you're going to take your situation and you're going to use it to strengthen somebody else. Prove it, the text. The text. It says that Jesus here is literally in the conclusion of his life. 33 and a half years he had been on this earth. 12 men he had selected. The responsibility of these 12 men was to master the master. They were to take his works and to replicate them across the earth. That was their responsibility. But here now, Jesus, during this season of unleavened bread, during this Passover season, he takes this last opportunity to point to the men that he had chosen for the purpose of making sure that his ministry went to the masses. What does he do here? The Bible begins to let us know that he gives instructions to Peter and John. He tells them, I want you to go into the city. I want you to find a man carrying a pitcher of water. I want you to follow that man into the master's house. When you get to the master's house, I want you to ask the master, where is the guest chamber? It's the guest chamber where we may have our last of our Passover feast, our season of unleavened bread. Where is it? So that we can go forward and have this meal for the last time and do exactly what Jesus tells them to do. And the Bible declares that now they're in this chamber, they're in this room, and Jesus, being the masterful teacher that he was, Jesus being the masterful illustrator that he was, he wants to share with the men that were sitting at the table with him about what he was about to endure. Because he understood that very soon after this meal that he was about to experience, if you will, an execution so that lost man can be bridged back to God the Father. He understood that this was the last opportunity that he was going to have to see into these men. So in order for him to describe what he was about to endure, he looks on the table, and when he looks on the table, he sees some stuff on the table that he can use to illustrate, thank you Holy Ghost, what he was about to endure. He looks at the bread, y'all ain't gonna pray with me, and he presses it and he breaks it and he says in so many words, as much as you do this, I want you to do this in remembrance of me. He looks at the cup and the wine and he says, this is my blood, but then he goes back to it and he doesn't say that was his blood, but he says, this is the new covenant or the New Testament. And I began to be blown away because I looked at this thing and I said, wait a minute, he talks about the bread being his body, he talks about the blood being the New Testament, the wine being the new covenant of the New Testament, he talks about it being the new covenant, if you will. And I said, what does that have to do with anything? And God began to deal that there was going to be no more need for bullocks and turtle doves, no more need for oxen and all of these different things to be offered, no more need for the high priest to offer atonement on our behalf. But because of his sacrifice, we were going to be able to boldly come to the throne of grace on our own behalf. He was the propitiation that was necessary. He was the atoning factor that was needed in order to bridge lost man back to God the Father. And I don't know about y'all, but the fact that I don't have to come up in here today with no turtle doves, the fact that I didn't have to come up in here today with no oxen and no bullocks, the fact that I didn't have to come up in here with no, y'all ain't gonna talk to me, is a great blessing. Let me go one step further. The fact that I didn't have to have no man to come in here on my behalf, and I step out in the outer court and have to have no high priest walk up in here and offer atonement for my behalf is a wonderful thing. I stop by here to tell you, that's why every time you come into the house of God, you want to understand that it's a privilege. Okay, I can't get no help up in here, because the fact of the matter is that you weren't even supposed to be able to come up in here, but because of Jesus' sacrifice and because the veil was rent, now I can boldly come to the throne of grace on my own behalf. I wonder, is there anybody in here that understands that it's a privilege to be up in here? And because it's a privilege, nobody should have to beg you to lift your hands. Nobody should have to beg you to tell God thank you.